Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you all had a wonderful Easter break. Yeah, a bit odd, really, having Easter without, different, but it's cool. I have a lot of teenagers, so they had one egg each, and we hid them, and it's kind of funny trying to watch them because we hid them really, really well, so it was really hard for them to find them. It was cool. But other than that, it's a bit odd. So we've been playing with the ideas of iRest, a lot of the kind of concepts and ideas in iRest around opposites, around sensing your body, around breath, all these kind of things. And I'm hoping to maybe I'll run an iRest online in a few weeks. If you like that, and you want more. But for the next maybe 2 weeks, what I was going to play with was ideas from the 4 agreements. Again, completely sympathetic with iRest and with the Meta Meditation, which we did in the beginning. We started with the Meta Meditation, which is about giving love out, giving love for ourselves and then giving it out. All very, very sympathetic, just different traditions, just coming from different traditions. So today, again, you can work with your own intention, whatever your own intention is, or if you want to play with us, what I'm inviting you to play with is the first of the 4 agreements. If anybody doesn't know the 4 agreements, it's a fantastic little book. If you haven't got it, get it. It's something you'll read it in a day and a half. Really easy to read book, really easy to understand book, really simple ideas, but my God, there's like a lifetime, 4 lifetimes of work in it. So the one today, the first agreement, I'll just actually read it, is be impeccable with your word, speak with integrity, say only what you mean, avoid using words to speak against yourself or to gossip against others, use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. So there's loads in that, there's buckets in that. But what I'm going to invite us to do today is to just be conscious. The first thing, in order to notice and to change how we speak to ourselves and how we speak to others, the first thing is to notice it. So that's what I'm going to invite you to do today, is to just notice all of the different conversations going on in your head, all of the different characters that you have that play out in your mind, and yeah, just be an observer for today. Just be an observer. Don't try to fix it. Don't try to judge it. Just notice it. So with that in mind, if you'd like to come to stillness, let yourself settle and set for yourself your intention today. And that, if, like I say, can be absolutely anything. If there's something that is calling you that you need, invite that in. And if you want to play with us, then the intention is to be an observer of the many characters in our mind, of our voice, our inner voice. And so just letting yourself come still. Taking a breath in. And even just being conscious of that, this might be the first time, if it's first thing in the morning, you might have been foosting around to get here on time. If you're watching this in the replay, then whatever's been going on in your day, just notice yourself to be able to take this first conscious breath. Maybe not first, but a conscious breath. And from here, let's come to standing and let's play. So, again, regardless, morning, evening, night, release your body. We've been doing these TikToks with the girls. Oh my God. It's terrible to see yourself video doing this stuff, but release, wiggle, move. Do you want to forward fold? Come to the side. Easing it out. And then, as we did in the beginning, just Finding your feet and letting this rotation come through your entire body. So your feet are on the ground, all right, but let the swing, the rotation, see if you can get it the whole way from your feet, the whole way up into your head and neck. And notice, be careful not to come dizzy. And then we'll slowly start to reduce it down. So relief, keep the feet stationary. Keeping the feet still, movement from the ankles up. Feel the difference there. Keeping the ankles still, so from the knees up, so it's more kind of in the hips. Keeping the legs now fully still, including the hips, so now the movement is only from the waist up. Keeping the waist still, so now you've got shoulders up, shoulders still, head and neck. Head and neck still, jaw, face, and then the whole thing come to still. The whole thing, your whole body. Letting the breath settle. From here, we start to come into our curls. So how are we doing that? From this settled position, come to a propped position. Everything engaged. From propped, come to teenager slope. The next time coming up, see if you can find that wonderful stillness, that center place. From the center place, hands together. Exhaling, coming into a bit more of a curl. So everything is curled. So less teenager, more curl. Inhaling, reaching for the stars. Exhaling, curling a little bit more, bending everything that can be bent, yet being solid on your feet. Inhaling, reaching, and maybe coming onto your toes now. Arching back maybe. One more coming on down. One more coming on up. Can you come to your toes earlier if you feel like a challenge? Releasing up to the sky, opening wide, falling over. Back arch if you want it, and then this time when we come down, we're going to stay down. So I'm staying on my toes for a minute. Heels on the floor. Legs, through your hips, into long back. From long back, let's continue into your squat. From your squat, hands on the ground so you're ready to step back into your lunge. Ooh, it's Tuesday. You missed the morning, the Monday gentle one. Into Tuesday. Lunging forward and back. Notice, are you talking to yourself? When you're feeling that beautiful intensity in your, wherever it is, hamstring, calf, hip, are you saying, oh my God? Or are you saying, yee-ba-dee-doo-da? When you're ready, you're going to step from that back foot, coming forward to forward fold, from forward fold, through your squat, coming on up, maybe onto your toes, back to prayer. Take a moment to pause whenever you land here. See what it feels like. Are the two sides of your legs slightly different? Has your heart rate slightly started to increase? When you're ready, we go again. First thing to moving is stillness. Magnetism. From the stillness, you inhale so that when you exhale, you start to roll. Moving with your breath, not my breath. Inhaling the next time, you're reaching for the stars. Exhaling, coming a little bit lower. How low can you go? Inhale onto your toes, maybe, but definitely in a back arch if that's available to you. Not a belly pop. Exhaling, the next time we come down, we stay down. Staying down into flat back. So from your feet, through your legs, through your hips, through your spine, shoulders, neck, head. From long back, squat, hands on the ground, stepping with the opposite leg now, so left leg back. And playing with this lunge. See what feels nice for you. You want a slightly wider stance? You want a slightly narrower stance? Do your hands stay still or do they move forward and back with you? How low is it nice for you to go?
Where do you lose your power to keep smoothness in the movement? Next time you're on your back leg, when you're ready, stepping, coming forward. Forward fold through your kind of squat, releasing up, maybe onto your toes, maybe with a back arch, and back to prayer. Once again, let your breath settle. And so we'll go again, this time into plank. Stability to mobility. So find that stability first. When you're ready, inhale to length, exhale to curl, inhale to reach, exhale, curl a bit more. Next one is back arch. Inhale, reaching, maybe including opening of the shoulders. Exhaling, coming down to your squat. From your squat, coming to flat back. That is a bit confused there. From flat back in through the squat, hands on the ground and stepping back to plank. How is your plank today? Checking it out. Do you need to come onto your knees so you can really pay attention to your head, neck and shoulders? Just dropping onto the knees can give you a little bit more support. Everybody drop onto your knees and see the difference that can make to your head, neck and shoulders. Where is it you're looking to work? From here, laying your body down. So whatever method you're using, 8-point pose, chaturanga, or laying your body down. Shoulders back, legs long when you're ready to come to cobra. Releasing back down on the exhale. Pushing through table, through hair, and coming to dog. First dog of the day. So walk it out. Easing it through, playing. Bending both knees, getting that nice ski slope back. Head between your arms and head towards straightening your knees. Head towards it. If you're hypermobile or if you're very mobile and you can straighten your knees, no problem, then you're heading towards flat feet. And then in your own time, looking between your hands, stepping with your right, meeting with your left, through forward fold, through a slight squat, bringing yourself back, and back to prayer. Letting your breath settle, seeing how it is for you. And when you're ready, we lead with the opposite leg. Breath settled. On an inhale, feel your feet come long. On an exhale, feel your feet roll. On an inhale, from your feet through your legs to a reach. On an exhale, to roll again. From there, reaching again. Power through your legs, your feet, you're grounding your feet. Opening up with a back arch if that's available. Watch your belly, tilt your tail. Coming back this time into your squat, and from that into flat back. From flat back into the squat, and stepping with the opposite leg now. Meeting with the right leg, and you're into plank. Once again, everybody bring your knees to the ground, because sometimes we think that's a half a job. Bringing your knees to your ground, release the shoulders, get space in your plank. Shoulders long, release your neck, engage your core. See, it's not a half a plank. It's a plank where you can focus on other parts of your body. From here, laying yourself down, 8-point pose or chaturanga. Coming long, releasing up to cobra. Length, arms, core back into hair, and from hair to dog. Be in dog. How is your dog today? What does it look like? Hear the hens. And when you're ready, stepping or jumping through with the left, meet with the right. Forward fold, bend your knees. Come on up with grace and elegance. Back to prayer. Letting your breath settle. Just for the crack, let's just change our balance today. So for our balance today, take your right foot slightly forward, your left foot taking it back. So we're in this kind of high lunge, kind of almost warrior position. Hands on your hips, bending the front knee. Feel that front foot solidly on the ground. So that front foot really is making connection with the ground. And then whenever you're ready, I want you just to see if you can step off the back foot. See if you can keep your entire body connected. So it's not going to curl into a curve. It's going to stay connected as it lifts and maybe tilts a little bit. And then back. What you're looking for here is stability. So rather than just flinging yourself into something, see can you really with control. So it's all about the front foot. When you're ready, bending that front knee, allowing you to just lift the back leg, straighten the front knee, and maybe tilt a little bit. Maybe not. And then land the 2 feet together. Using your arms for balance. When you're ready, let's go the other side. Have you noticed, are you talking to yourself? Are you being nice to yourself, or are you so busy trying to balance that there's no conversation going on? Stepping back with the right foot this time. Bending and straightening the left knee so that you're really connecting that foot to the ground and getting ready to take weight on it. When you're ready, you just bend the knee and just take a little bit of weight on it. And come back. The next time, more weight, well, the same weight, but more stability. Can you get length in your body, maybe? It doesn't matter what angle your body is at. What I'm looking for more than a particular angle is stability. Using your hands to balance yourself. So you could be in, your arms could be out wide. They can be on your, and just looking to balance. And then coming back, 2 feet on the ground. From here, shaking it out, coming to flat back. So whatever way you're working with it, bringing yourself onto the ground, flat back. Have a little roll. And today we're just going to play with tilt and flatten. So rather than coming the whole way up into bridge, simply tilting and flattening. And what that looks like is a baby bridge. It's really powerful for your back. And given that we did like a supercharged ego balance, let's do something more useful. So tilting and flattening, you're simply finding constructive rest, allowing the arch of your back release onto the ground. That's flatten. And then exaggerating the arch, tilt. Playing with tilt and flatten. Easing out your back. If ever you're finding it tight on your back, this is a fantastic thing to do. From tilt and flatten, which is, if you think of it as 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, change to 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So it's a slight twist. And then gradually allow that twist Continue, get a little bit more, allow your hips off the ground. And so gradually you end up in an actual windscreen wiper situation. Taking your arms out to the side, allowing your head go in the opposite direction to your knees. And then slowly reduce the amount of movement. So keeping your hips nearer to the ground, just having a little movement. Keeping your hips fully on the ground, so much less movement. Back to arch and flatten. So at 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock movement. And then finally hugging your knees into your chest. Rolling, rocking, whatever way you want. And ultimately bringing yourself to seated. With the crazy hair. Taking your time. Taking whatever comforters you need. Propping your knees, taking something under your butt, taking something around your a blanket around you. And then looking to find your breath. So do whatever feels good for you. Using a wall, if that makes sense. Sitting in a chair, if that makes sense. And then just letting your breath settle. Finding your breath. Finding your breath in your belly. Bringing your breath deeper into your belly, this abdominal breath. Noticing that sense as you inhale, complete release. As you exhale, letting go all that does not serve you. Notice if you're finding it easier to connect, or notice if today it's not so easy. So just notice what's present without getting into conversation about it. And as I encourage you to focus on your breath, to bring your attention to your breath, I invite you to notice what it is that you notice, which is probably you talking to yourself about not finding your breath. So if you notice that you've gone off and you've left that attention from your breath, you're no longer paying attention to your breath, just observe it. Be impeccable with your word. Be impeccable with your word. Knowing that what you say to yourself, you hear. What you say to someone else, you hear. Speak with integrity. When you catch yourself saying something, notice, would you say that to your best friend? Would you use that language that you're using about yourself and to yourself? Would you use that with your best friend? Say only what you mean.
Last week we were looking at opposites and noticing that as soon as yes comes up, no comes up. As soon as white comes up, black comes up. So saying only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or another. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and of love. Noticing what it's like to be present with yourself and all these other people that are on the call now and will be with you in the replay. Using the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. For yourself and the very special few people that you get to see today or speak to today. In my experience, when I started listening to all of the many voices in my head, I had to also include a little bit of humor, because some of those voices are so crazy. You can just laugh at them. So don't take any of it too seriously. And so now, set an intention for yourself for today, an intention based in truth and love. Language it in the positive present tense. Take a moment to breathe that into your body.
Exhaling it out from your body. And then in your own time, start to release from this. So be that opening and closing your eyes, be it having a rub at the side of your body. Do what it is you need to do to very gently, very, very gently, there is no rush. Gradually bringing yourself out of it. Meeting back seated.